I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now and unread, because you've already said those words that switch my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing clothes. The spell stays unspoken, a dark silhouette of a marked man, and I'm broken. Right down, I didn't listen to that voicemail or TikTok that story you sent. Don't you reel me in to get me back. I'm gonna leave you now.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Monday. It is 7:07, right on time. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me. My name is Billy Floyd. I'm a kitchen killer out of Orlando, Florida, and this is the Rubik's Cube I've been working on for a little bit. Like there's all things and places, but that's why it's sitting there, because it keeps my brain at ease. But I hope you guys are having a good day. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me tonight. We had a very interesting week last week. We're going to get through some of that stuff. We have a very interesting week coming up, and we have our anniversary show happening in just 2 Fridays, which I'm really excited for. This is the end of our season 8 season, which I'm really excited about. And then we take about 6 weeks off to reconvene. Then we come back in October with the start of season 9, which I'm really excited about as well. We have some brand new stuff. We're going to ready to hit the ground running with season 9 with some great stuff, but also massive homage and a lot of respect needs to go into season 8 and the things that we were able to accomplish as a team this year. So I hope you guys are having a good week. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. Hello, sir. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Please let us know how it looks and sounds. Audio and video are extremely important. We want to make sure we are bringing you the utmost of quality when it comes to our streaming abilities and capabilities for you. But we got some things to get into. I hope you guys had a great weekend and a wonderful week last week. Last week was super cool for us. We have a lot of things moving and shaking over here in the KitchenKillaz world. So we'll get into that in a little bit. We had a great Patreon show last Wednesday. Thank you guys for joining me for that. It was awesome. A really, really good TikTok show. Lisa and Michelle, I think their thumbs fell off. They threw so many likes into the show. We made some new fans as well. Mama Floyd, hello. Good to see you. So hope you guys are having a good one. We're going to go over some video and some photos from last Friday's event, which was awesome. A Taste to Remember happened out at the Tampa River Center with Voodoo Chef. He invited me out there to co-stream. So we got to stream to the Voodoo Chef page and we got to stream to the KitchenKillaz page. We got to sit and interview and talk to 13 different chefs from some incredible places. And it was absolutely awesome. Some of the food that we had, all of the food what we had was absolutely fantastic. So I can't say enough about each of the chefs and each of their creations. We have pictures of almost all of the things. It was a very, very, very busy night and an absolutely fantastic turnout. What's up, Kyle Nunez? Good to see you. Jimmy Liberati, what's up, baby? Good to see you, my man. So, Jimmy, August 15th, be here, bud. Don't give me any excuses. It's been 5 years, okay? I keep inviting you and you keep saying, bro, I'm so sorry. Listen, don't apologize. Just come give me a hug and a high five. It's all right. August 15th, we're doing it right here. Season 8 finale. It's going to be awesome, bro. Really looking forward to it. Shelly Wheeler in the house. So double entendre there. So, there she is. That was awesome. I didn't know you were right there. That was so
I did it.
That was
I made
awesome.
it back.
You're here. You're alive. Hello. Shelly Wheeler.
In the house.
That was awesome. Shelly. There it is. Carl Nunez got it right there. Shelly. So we had a really good Friday. I want to give a huge shout out to Kyle Nunez and Shelly Wheeler for helping me make the Friday night show happen. Eric invited us out. A huge shout out to Eric Youngs and Voodoo Chef Foundation. They absolutely crushed it. It was a beautiful, beautiful evening. It was next level, I got to tell you. Not only was just the environment was absolutely beautiful. It was kind of a black tie affair. It was really, really gorgeous, and the food was outstanding. Kyle Nunez helped me produce the show all the way from Holland. Thankfully, he was able to give me a hand with that. There's no way I would have been able to do both. Maybe, but I've been walking around with a laptop in one hand and a delicious treat in the other hand. It would have been tough. And a camera in my third hand. And it was because we had the lovely Shelly Wheeler there. She was our cinematographer of the night. So she was behind the camera, making sure everything stayed in frame and looked good. We were in constant contact with each other, which was really cool. It was like we fell right back in to the routine, which was really great. great. It was wonderful to see Shelly. Really excited. That was kind of, I didn't even know all of this was kind of going to happen as of Wednesday of last week. So this is how we do it. We move and groove. When you get an invitation, listen, man, you know me, I'm going to say yes. Let's do it. It'll be a lot of fun. So we had a great time. I'm going to bring up some of the photos. And again, I want to throw a huge shout out to Voodoo Chef Foundation, to Eric Youngs for having me out, for having KitchenKillaz out, and for trusting us to stream to his platform as well. So we got to co-stream on Friday night, not only to the KitchenKillaz page, but to the Voodoo Chef Foundation page. We do have barbecue sauce ready to rock and roll, baby. We got some more on the way. There are some orders that need to be filled. So I am reaching out to those people that have put in orders for barbecue sauce that we don't have the sauce to fill yet. We are getting there. Super excited. We have some more coming in, and once they arrive, we will be able to make it happen and get those shipped out to everybody that has placed orders. We also are going to start doing pre-ordering for our seasonings. So we have some seasonings coming out at the beginning of season 9, 3 KitchenKillaz seasonings. A huge shout out to the Patreon patrons. You guys know all about this. We've worked with you already. You guys had some great recommendations. Thank you very much for all of that, for the names, the imagery, everything, for giving a good hand. And I will say this, huge shout out to Mama Floyd. She's the one who named Jazz, which is our Creole seasoning. Shout out to Michelle Hess. She named our spicy seasoning Rockin' Hot, which is super, super cool. And then we came up with another one called Grunge, which is an espresso rub. So we try to stick to the idea of music. Great idea, Mama Floyd. That was absolutely fantastic. And we were able to really make that work. So super happy to be able to bring those seasonings to you guys. So now we have sauces and seasonings. We're getting deeper and deeper into the repertoire of the kitchen, which is the whole idea, being able to fall in love with the community, with culinary, and with music as well, and bring all those things together and share it with each other to create a harmonious world of flavor and audio. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of fun. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, there. I'm going to leave it up here until she pops over here, because there it is. I mean, you're kind of being beckoned. You are being called to the microphone. It's a always open, always ready to rock and roll. So Nathan's like, yo, Shelly, get your ass on the mic. Kyle Nunez, that's a great idea, Nate. Shelly Wheeler, that mic's waiting for you. $5. Ass on the mic. It'll bend that way. It's articulating. It is an articulating mic stand. But we had a really good time on Friday night. It was super cool. It was super cool. We had a great time, and we had a really good weekend. Tampa Bay Comic-Con happened as well, which was a lot of fun, and it was kind of a last-minute thing also. So huge shout-out to Shelly for inviting me to be a part of that. That was really great. I've been to Tampa Bay Comic-Con in years, so it was really nice to go back and see so many good friends, so many incredible people. You have some headphones right there, and just swing that mic around to you, and you will be good to go. Let me get this out of the way so you don't pop it. And then I'll do a little unmute. Unmutage. Mutage. Yes. Oh, so sweet. Oh, you're good. You got it. Sweet. Some Audio Technicas. Fantastic. And you should be unmuted.
Hello.
So yeah. Can you hear?
Hello. I don't hear myself, but I can.
Do you hear me? Do you hear anything?
I do hear you.
Okay. You may need to talk a little louder.
Okay.
Yeah. Get
I
up.
have a little bit of a headache. I've been working really hard.
She's so soft spoken. How's that?
Is that better? Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Awesome.
Good.
Yep.
Good. Nathan June says everybody misses you. Get on that mic.
I'm on it. Let's go.
Shelly Wheeler in the house. So what are you doing on this side of the world? Let's find that out, because now you're Texas based. Is it Houston, Dallas, Austin?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Yeah. So what brings you to Florida these days?
A little bit of ye and haw. Yin and on.
Listen, what was the you almost hee-hawed your last yeet? What was it?
I almost yeet my last haw.
You almost heed your last haw?
I also almost heed my last haw. We're going to go there. I had a rough time at the end of Tampa.
Hard work.
Mm-hmm.
That's nonstop, man, especially staff. Staff is incredible, because when do you guys flying? So you were part of Tampa Bay Comic-Con this year. So you got in on Wednesday, and the last day of the convention was Sunday.
Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday, after telling all my volunteers to not forget to drink water. Got the
Well, we're good at giving advice.
Yeah, but it was sweet because they were all very much like, you know how you told us to drink water? This is why.
Yeah, this is why.
Water, and they did all the things. That's beautiful. And I learned a very important lesson.
It was good. That was good. Continuity is true.
Too.
We love you, Shelly.
Kyle.
So you jumped over to Tampa on Wednesday for Tampa Bay Comic-Con.
Yes.
And then, so what was your role at Tampa Bay Comic-Con?
I was the assistant hiring manager for a volunteer crew
Nice. Holy smokes. How big was the crew? That's a big crew. Tampa Bay Comic-Con's pretty big.
Just under 300.
Holy
No big whoop.
Moses. That's only 300 people. It's
Yeah.
no problem. That's
Yeah,
larger.
there
That's
were three
larger
of
than
us, 100 each. We were great.
that's larger than some mid-sized companies in Florida.
It
It's
was
like-
a lot, but you know what? We had an amazing group
Yeah.
of folks. They are amazing and step up, but like really
yeah,
step
hard
up.
workers.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was
I'll say
awesome.
it again. Amazing.
You've worked this position before with other conventions as
Mhm.
well. You've been the assistant hiring manager,
All of that.
volunteer
It's somebody
director guy.
that's changed. It changes. We're always
It
changing. We're
changes.
supposed to, right?
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah. Yeah,
Definitely my butterfly phase.
And it was
I'm
good.
Out of that. It was wonderful.
Tampa Bay Comic Con was
It
fun.
was great.
Yeah, it was a good turnout. Some good stars. I saw you with Henry Winkler.
Oh my goodness.
I saw that.
So I have to say, I love this man. So cool.
Yeah,
And
he was so sweet.
He was.
I was walking when I was walking around on Saturday. I was being John Constantine, which is he's kind of a loner, so I got to kind of brood as I walked around and stared at
Mhm.
people. But I saw Lou Ferrigno was there.
Yeah.
Mary Joan Hart was there. Zach Levy was there.
Mhm.
Like Henry Winkler was there. Like Gabriel Iglesias, also known as Fluffy, was
Fluffy.
there.
Fluffy gave me a bracelet that says, "I'm not fat, I'm fluffy." And
Aw.
I was like, "This is cute. I'm not wearing it, but
Aw.
it's cute because I am fat and fluffy." Oh, that's
Only 300. No big deal. Why? Because I'm Shelley Wheeler.
Shelley.
Shelley. So that was good. So you had a good staff. Everything was
Yeah.
good to go. Tampa Bay Comic Con was a success.
Mhm.
Nice. When you headed back to the big, huge, massive state of Tejas,
Tomorrow.
we'll figure it out. Well, I'm glad you got to swing by
gonna go
Orlando.
home tomorrow.
Spend a little time with us over here. It's been a while since you've been at the Needles house. Been a couple of years.
Mhm.
Yeah, since the 5th year anniversary.
Yep.
So yeah, almost 3 years ago because we're coming up to our anniversary in 2 weekends.
Yep.
Nice. She's
I'm
back.
excited.
She's back.
I'd stay, but
But it was a lot of fun.
I can't. But
It
I
was,
would.
yeah. You should. That'd be wonderful. We could use. It's it's going to be really interesting. We're looking at Matt McIver is going to be performing on Friday night, which is great. We have Sam Baird from Scotland and Matt McIver from Ireland performing on Friday night, which is super super awesome. Dane is looking to schedule. There's a little bit of a conflict. He's trying to work it out. He doesn't know if he can make it, but I'm trying to see if maybe we can do a little pre-show interview and then have him play and then record it, save it down, and play it on Friday night.
Awesome.
Because these are all like active touring musicians.
For sure.
So it's hard to get them on a Friday night.
Right.
This is tough.
Which is what's amazing.
You know?
Bring
Yeah.
them all together
Yeah.
virtually. We'll take them how we can get them. We
bring
love
them all
y'all.
together. Matthew Pfeiffer.
Matt.
Shut up.
What's up?
So that's going to be that's going to be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to that. But Friday night we were out at Tampa River Center. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You even had a black dress.
I
you
was
just
ready.
randomly
I did
carried with
not
you.
use it, by the way, for my party. I was like, this is too fancy for Comic Con.
She had boots. She had the
They were made
boots.
for what?
Yeah, man, that was awesome. It was good. It was a little hot,
It was great.
but it was a lot of fun and
I'm sorry, but the energy
Yeah.
of I'm not sorry. I'm not going to interrupt you because I don't do this very often.
yeah, no, you're good.
But the energy in there was amazing, and the
Yeah.
food was phenomenal. And I was so
Man.
excited to eat it all, but I also wanted to film it all. And then I learned the hard way that if you take too many pictures of your food and you don't eat it,
Yeah,
miss
then it's
out.
gone.
but
Yep.
those kiddos, man, that
Yeah.
Food Foundation is
Oh man,
so incredible.
that was super cool because normally they kind of trick the kids because they lined them all up, letting them think that one of them was going to get a scholarship,
Mm.
and there was like 8, and they all got full scholarships. Like that
Yes.
was just mind blowing right there. I mean, that's like $160,000 right there.
Yeah.
So
was
it was
amazing.
awesome to watch that happen, and then just watching how young some of them were and how
Mhm.
passionate they were. And it was really cool to see Chef. Chef's in his zone when
Yeah.
when he's talking to the crowd and working the crowd. He's just so super passionate. He's a great leader. He told me this has to stay between us. He said when we were chatting a little bit earlier, he said I had to walk out a couple times. He goes, "Did you see me walk out?" And I go, "Yeah." He's like, "Bro, I was gonna cry. I was
Yeah.
so emotional." And I was like, "Right on, well done, well done." I said, "You walked out like you're just too
Like,
cool for
too
school."
much
You're like,
salt.
"Yeah, I'm busy.
Too much salt will
I
ruin
gotta
the
go."
dish. It'll
Yeah.
also ruin the whole thing. So let's keep that
And
in.
boop,
but
he
no,
came right
also
back
cry,
around.
Man. Let
Yeah,
it happen.
let
was
it happen,
beautiful.
dude.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was really, really cool to see him, and we got to see a lot of great chefs. We got to see Shay Shay. That's my girl. That's my macaron queen. It was really, really good to see her and to see the little peanut butter and jelly with the bacon, with the candied
I
bacon
didn't see it. I ate it so
macaron.
fast I didn't look. I was like,
Holy
"Oh, there's one
Moses,
left.
man!
It's mine."
It was hard for me to look. I looked at it. I'm like, oh my god, the only thing I want to do is eat this right now. Nope, it's got to be on camera.
Delicious.
Hold on, not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay, now. This is so good.
Stop! I can't make those noises on here.
I know.
So good.
It was really, really good. I do have a couple photos I want to share with you guys. We can go through some of it. We weren't able to get photos of everything I tried, but it was very, very busy and the food was disappearing faster than I could take some photos, but it was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful night. And again, a huge shout out to Voodoo Chef Foundation for having Kitchen Killaz out there. A huge shout out to Colin and Shelley for making it possible. And then it was super cool. We had our main crew in there making sure everything looked and sounded good. Michelle Hess was in there right away, like looks good, sounds good. And that gives us the confidence to let us know everything is working, because like it takes a team. It really does. It takes a village to run the show. So I was really grateful to be able to have so many people that understand what the show should look like and what it should sound like and how it's supposed to operate. Because we were kind of flying by the seat of our pants. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what we were going to do. Eric and I had minimal conversation, but he's got a million things going on. So he was like, hey, man, I trust you. And I'll go, all right, rock and roll. 9:05, we're going live. What are we going to do? We'll figure it out.
Our nose.
Yeah, we'll follow the nose. So we went 1-to-1, but let me go ahead and bring some of this stuff up because I want to talk about some of these photos, some of these things, some of these objects that we have. This is what it was, a Taste to Remember Voodoo Chef Foundation event, which was absolutely stunning and a beautiful, beautiful time. It was really great. And this was a first annual event. I'm hoping they do the next one in October. That's what I'm really going. That's what I'm really going for. I'm hoping they do the next one in October. So this was some of what was left of this beautiful cheese display. I mean, you talk about cheese. There was so much food
almost
right
cheesier
here.
than me, almost.
I almost not really.
Not even close.
Not even close. I could have stayed at this all night long because I love olives and all the prosciuttos and the grapes and the strawberries, the oranges, all the citrus, all the cheese. Like I would have not left this entire thing at all until I walked outside and started seeing some of the food that was out here. There's Michelle. We're making a coloring book, by the way.
Yay. Surprise.
Surprise. So this was actually done by Chef Mitch's high school, Robinson. This was the culinary team, and they did a Nashville hot fried chicken breast on a buttermilk biscuit with a almost like a cranberry compote, which was absolutely delicious and awesome. It smelled good. That biscuit was so light and fresh and awesome. Absolutely fantastic. This was brisket. This was done by one of the barbecue companies. Actually,
I will say I actually tried this. This was the one thing I had in that.
Oh man,
that pork rind.
Oh yeah.
What?
And that what a great idea.
Yeah.
It was to add that, and I had to ask him. I was like, bro, why did you add a pork rind in here? Like, where did that even come from?
How do you explain how it tasted and the texture? Like it was something about it because it soaked up all the flavor. You get the brisket, you know that first bite, and you're like, oh my gosh, and it tasted like Texas. I even said like it tastes like home, and then he's like, oh, this is a Texas brisket. Yeah,
and the brisket was just fantastic. I mean, the brisket by itself was just absolutely incredible. It was really good to taste that. The macaroni and cheese, again, it was like none of it was as heavy as it looked.
No,
like when I looked at this, I was like, man, that looks pretty heavy, but it was so light and delicate. I mean, it was just really, really beautiful. I was really happy to be able to have some of this stuff. So I went through and I got all of the organizations. So everybody that participated, and then I asked Chef Eric if he could send me over what was going to be on the menu. So he did send me some of the items as well. The ones that he had, because every individual team had to like turn in what they wanted to do. So we had there was paella, which I didn't even get a picture of because it was gone. The entire thing was broken down. Yeah. But the one you're looking at right now, let me see if I can find that. This is. Here we go. Tallow fried pork rinds topped with mac and cheese, brisket, and guava pickled onions. I like all those words. All those words are absolutely fantastic. And it was light. It was delicious. Like, and I really like, especially you being a Texas girl, you know what brisket's supposed to taste like. How do they do? Yeah.
Over Texas.
It was
Florida's taken over, even though he's like, this is Texas style. I was like, is it? Yeah, it's actually better, but don't
wait, we're not gonna say that out loud.
My last call, y'all.
It was and there was some really good stuff. This was my favorite. This was really good. I don't even think they had a description for this one. This was one of the TBDs.
Literally said heaven, and it was
that I found. I mean, this was, and as I was walking outside, they said to me, they said, you have to try the lamb. You have to try the lamb. And I went, okay, where's the lamb? And as soon as I walked out the front door, it was right there. I go, oh, I'm all over that. I am all over that. And it was absolutely delicious. I mean, the lamb was made perfectly. The chimichurri was fantastic. And then this green bean kind of like fried onion pickled chip on the backside of it was unbelievable. This is one of those things where I go, okay, I'm just going to have 12 of these.
I
It's
felt
fine.
so bad because
I'm a moderate.
they plated it for a judge.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thank you. And they're like, yes, you can smell it, but you can't have it.
You can't-
And then I was like, can
you
we
can't
put
have
this
that. We're gonna have to
aside?
take that.
I got so excited. And then what happened? They were like, no, that's not yours. And then when I came back, it was gone.
Yeah.
All of it. But I live vicariously through your descriptions, and I didn't get to see it. So I ate it with my eyes, which
It was
first, right?
It was, and I love lamb. Exactly.
I love lamb.
Exactly. I love
I
lamb.
I love lamb.
I love lamb. Minus the just turn the P upside down. I love lamb.
There you go.
You know, it was
Stand on your
absolutely
feet.
out of this world. I'm glad this was the first thing out the door because man, they set the pace.
Yeah, they did.
They set the pace, and it was absolutely delicious.
It was also exciting to watch them describe the food because they were
For
so passionate about the
sure.
flavors and the
Yeah.
profiles and what they did. And I liked, we'll talk about it probably a little bit later, but I
Yeah.
liked how they came about the idea of
Yeah.
researching and getting.
Yeah. They had to
Also, First Watch,
man,
shout out.
super cool.
Okay, I love First
Right?
Watch.
Also, you got to put the duck tacos on the menu because they were
Everybody was
unfreaking
screaming
believable.
At the end, do you remember? Duck,
Yeah,
duck,
they were
duck,
gone.
duck, duck.
Yeah.
And the First
Yeah, the
Watch
whole
guy
crowd was
like,
chanting,
"We hear
duck,
you."
duck, duck, duck. And the First
Everybody's like, "What
Watch,
do you mean?"
yeah, the First Watch regional manager was like, okay.
Heard. Yes, chef.
We got you. We got you.
Yes, chef.
You know, it's what the people want. Give the people what they want.
In my belly. That's right,
Yeah.
Kyle. In
This
my
was
belly.
this was the first image that Chef Eric sent me because we were talking briefly on Thursday. And he was kind of running me down the idea of it. I was like, man, I really like, do you have a menu item or menus I can look at so I can kind of familiarize myself with the dishes? He goes, let me actually send you a picture. And he sent me a picture of this dish, which was out of this world. This is guava barbecue swordfish with a plantain chip and a jalapeno risotto with pineapple curry and a blackberry sriracha. Yeah. Holy Moses. And I will say, there is also, and you guys can see it right at the bottom, there's some caviar down there. It was like a blackberry sriracha caviar, which was unfreaking believable. It looked beautiful.
And you said, did you taste this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the second one I got.
Lucky duck taco.
That was number 2. That was number 2. I had to go after that bad boy. I had to get the lamb because it was right out the front door.
Can I just say that I'm actually really, really happy to hear that you got to taste food for once.
Right?
Enjoy it. That's kind of cool.
Oh man, it was super awesome. Cool. It was really, really good. And I had just driven there and it was very interesting. So like, traffic on Friday was super stressful. When I got there, it was like, okay, hey, we have a room for you to change in. I go, great. And then it was floor to ceiling windows. And there's like right on the other side of the windows is the entire party. There's like 60 people over there. And I'm like making a wall of chairs so I can kind of like change. Don't look at me. Everything's fine. Look over there. Look over there. Look over there.
Probably why they brought you food. They're like, oh.
Yeah. Here you go. We've seen you in that. We're not gonna go there. But it was really awesome, man. This was
caviar.
So good. Did you try the swordfish?
I did not try anything except that. Dish.
I was talking to one of the team members who actually made this dish. She said, I've never even had swordfish before until we made this dish. I go, really? And she was like, yeah, I never really had the opportunity to have it. And I've never had caviar before, ever. And I was like, man, this is really cool. Like, not only is it an introduction for the people enjoying the food, but it was an introduction for the people making it.
Yeah.
They're like, I've never even had this before.
I mean, you get to work with, you're right, though. Quality ingredients like the swordfish and duck.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
And caviar.
Yeah, it was super, super fancy. The presentation, they did such a good job and they were so passionate about their dishes. And I took a couple pictures of these. These are the duck tacos. I'm actually surprised I got pictures of these because they were disappearing really, 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 really fast.
Look at you, all your duck tacos in a row.
Yeah.
That never happens.
Look, your duck tacos in a row. Good job. So I do not have a description of this, but if you go back and you rewatch the show from Friday night, we go through the whole thing, even though they didn't have any tacos in front of us at all. Like we were really fortunate to have the creators talk to us and walk us through the entire thing. But these were absolutely outstanding and they were disappearing. They could not put them up on the table fast enough. They would put them up and a wave of people would go by. It was like locusts. It was gone. I was like, holy smokes. So when they put these up, I was like, hold on. Click, 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 click. And then brrr, they were gone again. I was like, goodness.
It's so funny because it really was like literally, I asked that, she was like, wait, there's fish tacos on the First Watch? Because we have one in Texas. I mean, maybe we have, but I didn't know. And so when I first watched it, anyway, they're delicious. I'm trying to get my cheese level up again.
It's good. It's good. You're on the way. You got to get back into the groove of it. It's not bad. You had the whole duck tacos in a row thing. That was clever.
Good. Yeah, I'm getting there. Anyway, moving on. Right now, I want to say this is going to sound really weird out of context, but all I can think about is you in a giant tub of paella. Because when he said the size of it, my brain, I was like, that's Billy's, he wants to get in it.
Yeah.
And he wants to surround himself with all that deliciousness. When he put it, your eyes got so
inches.
big.
Yeah,
that's what
huge.
she said. I saw your face and I knew he was on to something. He was upset because he even said he was going to do it. He would have done an outside live in front of everyone if he'd known it was outdoors.
He said, we thought we were supposed to be inside. That's why we did the smaller pans. And by the way, his smaller pans were like 30 inches wide, and like the diameter was like 30. 30. Oh yeah,
the other one would have been like,
I'm an aerodynamic individual.
Yes.
So it was super, super cool because they also had these bacon wrapped dates. They were bacon wrapped stuffed dates. And they were kind of sitting, like when I went up there and I was looking at the paella.
Well, they had a weird empanadillas.
Empanadillas, which I didn't try though. I didn't try those. They were tiny. They were little guys. Yeah, so they had the dates, the empanadillas, and then they had the paella. And they had two different types of paella. They had one with the clamshell, and then they had one with the shrimp. And then the dates were kind of sitting in a dark bowl in the middle. And they were kind of like outside of the main. And I'm like, what are those? And he goes, oh, these are dates. And I'm like, oh, I'm all over that. Yeah. And that was unbelievably delicious.
Better than a really good date.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm looking for the description of the tacos. I don't see them here. No. You
can probably kind of guess from the photo.
Yeah. Oh man, and they were duck, which was delicious. This I do have a description of. This was actually done by Kaiser, so our good friend Samantha. So, for example, if you guys ever see me bebopping around in a beautiful suit, I got it from Tweeds, right here in College Park. And I was introduced to Spence, who works at Tweeds in College Park, from Andrew, who is the manager of Tweeds in Tampa, which was super, super cool. So he is dating the lovely Samantha, who is an instructor at Kaiser University at the Culinary Institute. So this was theirs. This was a crispy pork belly, coconut taro mash, and fermented mango crab salsa with ube puffs.
Say that 3 times fast.
Right?
Also, wow.
Yeah. Crispy pork belly, coconut taro mash, and fermented mango crab salsa with ube puffs. And I got to tell you, pork belly is one of my absolute favorite things. And I started at the other end with where the pasta was. And when I made it, by the time I made it here and I grabbed this photo, the time I came back, it was gone and they broke everything down. So I didn't get to try the pork belly. I was
heartbroken.
But it was disappearing, and it was disappearing quick. And this was, Samantha did an absolutely fantastic job. I mean, they really, really crushed it. They were going through it so quickly. And it was awesome to see how well they did and how everybody did and how passionate everybody was and how knowledgeable everybody was. I'm going to say that one more time. Crispy pork belly, coconut taro mash, and a fermented mango crab salsa with ube puffs.
Yeah, no, 3 times slow is better. I love that.
Yeah,
Yum.
Say it slower.
Yeah, I like it. No, not
say it slower.
I lost my connection.
But it was a oh yeah, I probably bumped some things. Let me see.
All good.
That's
better. I hear you now.
Are you back?
Yeah.
This is a little thing.
I'm back.
And we're back. So Kyle Nunez says, I have all my duck tacos. I just don't know where I put them.
That's
yeah.
Okay. They don't have to
all those words just broke my brain. I'm not a fish guy, but I would try and probably prison cover eat the whole thing.
Yikes.
I hear.
I mean,
also,
yes.
damn, Nate, I only need you to bite a finger off, dude. But we'll get there. But it was a and that was some of the things, because I've worked with a lot of these chefs before. You know, I've met them several times, and every single time they step out with something delicious, every single time they outdo themselves. And I'm like, how can you guys outdo? How can you do it again? How? I just don't understand.
The amount of creativity in those amazing brains. So listening to them discuss it and seeing the joy and their faces light up, it was just
it was really cool. And again, they were just so passionate. I mean, just running through these real quick. Oh, lamb. Brisket, buttermilk biscuit with fried chicken, and it was like a honey glazed hot fried chicken with the blueberry compote. It was absolutely amazing. The cheese board, and that was called a taste to remember. This is the first time they did this. They've done this the very, very first time. I hope they do it again.
Definitely taste to remember.
I remember it. Hell no. There were a couple of things I didn't get a picture of. I do want to just run through some of the ingredients, because we do have the descriptions for almost all the dishes. There was a Spanish dip, which I didn't get. It was marinated ropa vieja with cheddar cheese and authentic Cuban bread, crispy onions, and au jus. That was another one that was out there. The tomato vodka rigatoni was the first one we talked about. Bro, he could not keep those sample containers out there. He could not get them out there fast enough. I mean, it was awesome. And then we also did, it was paella, empanadas, and then the dates. And that was unbelievable. Like I did try some of the paella, and I did get a date, and they were fantastic. Like I did the pork belly. No, I'm sorry. I did the brisket. Oh, yeah. So I did the brisket. I did the lamb. I did the paella. I think those are the three that I tried.
Dance, like all night.
Oh yeah, I did several of those. If my body would have allowed me, I would have just kept going and going and going and going and going. But I would have been in a food coma by the time the show started, and I wouldn't have been able to do anything.
I had my both hands on the camera, and I was like, I'm just gonna enjoy watching.
Yeah. Oh, man, they just did an absolutely fantastic job, and everybody had a really great night. There's a story that I do want to play for you guys that is on Chef's page. So Facebook may flag it. I don't know whose music this is, but I'm going to go ahead and play this anyway because it'll be fun. And why not? If Facebook flags it, Facebook flags it. Yeah. So this is the story right here. This is actually everybody that received a full scholarship right there. They just played it. And they should be starting again. So I'm just going to let this. Wow. That's the paella. There's my man, Mark. There's the cheese plate. Oh, there goes the swordfish. The biscuits. They had full DJs, full bands. There's Kaiser University right there. There's the pork belly. Oh, there's the rigatoni right there.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. There was the Cuban bread. I did not get any of that. There's the brisket. And then, of course, Tequila 512 and Blue Note sponsored the whole thing. It was super, super cool. And those were voting tokens. So you can take those tokens and you can actually vote for your favorite dish. And the duck tacos won. They took it home. And there it is right there. Those are the remembers. And there's all the sponsors right there. Taste Remember, the Voodoo Chef Foundation extends a heartfelt thanks to all of our sponsors, chef, vendors, and guests who made a Taste Remember such a success. Your support helps us continue our mission to empower the next generation of culinary leaders through scholarships, mentorship, and opportunity. Because of you, this night was truly a taste to remember. Oh, well written. Well written, folks. Well written. So, man, it was super, super cool. And everybody did such a great job. And it was hot.
It was.
It was hot.
We had canned water, which was pretty darn good.
We did.
It's cold out.
We did. We got to see our good friend Shay was there as well. She creates absolutely fantastic macarons. We featured him on the show. We showed him during the show, but I don't think we got any photos of them because they were gone too. Yeah. You know, I was like, all right, let's get over there. Nope. We did see Chef at the end of the night. He had a cup.
Taking the photo, and then for some reason my hand went to my mouth before it was my phone, and I was like, oh, well, this is delicious.
It disappeared. That's crazy. Magic. You know, so it was really good. And her name is Shay Sweet. Let me see if I could find her Instagram page. She's absolutely fantastic. Love her. She's pretty good. She's pretty good with her. This is not her. She's pretty good with. Let me see if we can find what's going on here. There we go. Yes. There we go. Yes. That's so funny. That was definitely not her. Look
at that. That is beautiful. Look at that.
Let's see here. Shay. Let me see if I can actually find her page. Because we followed her for a while. She's actually she's yeah, she might. You might. She's gonna be. Oh wow, those macarons look fantastic. Holy Moses! Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. You know that's let's see if we can find this real quick. Shay Sweet. Do. All right, let me see if I can find it on a dip, baby, on a dip. Yeah, so it was, man, she crushed the macarons. I mean, it was absolutely delicious. She did such a fantastic job, and they were absolutely gorgeous. And we've worked with her before. We've been really fortunate to be able to work with her. We've worked with her on several different events, and she is going to be bebopping back and forth between Tampa and Orlando. So she's looking at moving some things and just building her repertoire, building her customer base. So we got to chat a little bit on Friday as well. So we're going to be teaming up with her a little bit next year. Shay is absolutely fantastic. I love her to pieces, and she is incredible when it comes to her creativity, and her palette is super, super refined. So the balance that goes into everything is absolutely beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. So a huge shout out to Shay Sweet for being so awesome. Shayla Daniels, absolutely crushed it. You guys got to follow her on Instagram, okay? She's CHEZ, Shay Sweets, with an S at the end. I'm going to go ahead and grab this tag real quick. I'll throw this up in the chat. You guys got to throw her a follow. We met a bunch of different creators that night, and a huge shout out to everybody that made it possible. It was such a beautiful evening, and everybody had such a good time. The food was out of this world. So I just put her Instagram link up there. Go ahead and throw my girl Shay a follow. And I hope that you guys get to see her and you get to try some of her macarons as well, which is just absolutely out of this world. So a great event on Friday night, and a huge shout out to Chef Eric for having KitchenKillaz along, for inviting me to be a part of it. Him and I have teamed up on several different things. We teamed up on barbecue sauce. We teamed up on seasoning as well. So we're really looking forward to our season 9. Season 8 was absolutely fantastic, guys. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better season or a better team or a better group of people and Patreon followers and friends and family that have supported this project the entire time. We're getting ready to wrap up our 8th season, which is incredible, that this idea that kind of just became, in 2017, has become such an awesome thing. We've been able to put so much positivity and love into our community. From the very, very beginning, the people that were there at the very, very beginning to help us get started, Garrett and Hanging with Web Show, Shelly Wheeler, Christina Johnson, the great and illustrious Commodore Jay Stevens. We wouldn't be able to be where we are without the people that got us started from the very, very, very beginning. Brian Wensloff and Nicole Jobin, they were huge helps with us. They really, really connected us to a lot of different people in a big community. So cannot forget your roots. You can't forget where you came from, and I absolutely don't. There were some incredible people. Christina Johnson put herself in Facebook jail every Friday night because she was sharing our page with so many people, that she was continuously finding herself in Facebook jail. The entire Hanging with Web Show crew, which was awesome, from Garrett and Sage to Dina to Michael to Steven. Just everybody worked really, really hard to kind of get us started in that first year. We were able to put a pretty big impact, out on that. So as it started to grow, we started to meet other professionals that were out in the world that were helping promote and helping kind of like get the word out and really kind of grab a hold of what we were doing and be able to take some of the stress off of Jay and I in regards to that. And that's where Jen Hogan stepped in. And we were absolutely fantastic and incredibly lucky to be able to meet Jen. And she introduced us to Patricio Solano, who had With a Side of Chaos. She introduced us to Zach Cabral at Castledor Studios, where both of our albums have come from. And Zach is so patient with us, inviting us into Castledor Studios on Wednesday nights. Patricio inviting his entire crew to watch our shows and to co-stream with us to help us get started. There's so many names out there, so many people out there that have helped us from the very, very, very beginning. So there's a lot of love, a lot of time. Chef Dane Brevard, I could literally spend the next 2 hours just thanking people for being here and for helping us. And that's why I do my best to open our doors all the time, to open our house all the time, to open our events all the time, to be able to shed life and love and thanks and appreciation and gratitude, for everybody. So many of you, we've been in your kitchens, you've been in our kitchens. Matthew Pfeiffer has been in this kitchen many times. He's cooked for us many, many times in 3 different houses, which has been super, super cool. It's been a wonderful, wonderful community. And then the continuous support from our friends and our family. I've crashed Mama Floyd's kitchen 13 times. We've been with Brian and Lindsay Demeter, I think 12 times. Lainey and Jeff Lerner, they've been here countless times. There's so many people that have been on this ride and have helped us out and helped us go so far. Our good friend Don helped us get our very first book published. We were really, really happy to be able to get this published right here, Feeding Curiosity. We have 12 recipes in here from Chef Dane Brevard, his entire family. Chef Eric Young's, Josh Mullis, the Magic Foot, Dennis Cutter, the mad scientist from Maryland, was one of my best friends, as was Josh. Just some incredible people that worked really, really hard, and they just opened their houses. And I don't know how many times Dennis and Josh cooked right in this kitchen. So it's awesome. And I will say this, guys, always network, always shake hands, and whatever you do, do it with love. That's it, man. That's how we're able to build this huge community. That's how we're able to bring in so many people, and so many people have allowed us into their hearts and into their homes. When we look at our international friends, Dana Ricker from Canada, Matt McIver from Ireland, Nori's family over from Scotland. We have Kyle, the Biggity Bat from Trinidad, and now Holland. So we have people around the world that have really embraced us and allowed us to move them with music and move them with community. They've inspired us and motivated us, and they've been able to pour that love and energy back into us as well. All of our Patreon patrons. Some of you guys have been Patreon patrons since the day we started it. And we do this for free. We play on Friday nights for free. We don't charge anything to travel to your home, to travel to your kitchen, to set up everything, to stream live, to bring some love, community, conversation, culinary, recipes, heritage, authentic ingredients to the world, and introduce them, to people all over the place. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Terry McGiver. Yeah. Terry McIver, Matt McIver and Terry McIver. Just some really, really good people, from all over the place. Some incredible people that have been here for a really long time. And to take that full circle, I've known Eric, and I was introduced to Eric from Josh Mullis, so Josh introduced me to Eric, so it was really, really great to be able to make that connection. And Eric and I have become very, very good friends, and it was interesting because sometimes in those long-term friendships, and some of you in here, we've been friends for a long time, and we've had our ups and downs, we've had our tough conversations and our warm moments, so it's really great working with people that have a powerful energy and they have a powerful attitude as well, because in compromise and understanding and forgiveness and transparency and acknowledgement and accountability, pretty much any relationship can succeed, but it takes work. You got to keep stoking the fire, and you can't be the same person all the time stoking the fire. You always got to stoke it together. One person can't build a bridge. Everybody has to build a bridge so you meet, and that's compromise. So to be able to work with Eric, to be able to work with people like Chef Dane Brevoort, to be able to work with people around the world has been a humbling experience for me personally. And it's been in my favorite project. And I've been in some great music projects, but this has been my favorite project so far. And it's been wonderful to be able to meet and spend time with so many interesting and incredible people. So we do have some new stuff coming out. Let me get back to you, Greg. Sure would like to be able to get that barbecue sauce. I'm working on it, baby. I'm working on it right now. We're waiting for more to come in. So we got a couple orders we do need to fill. Right now I'm sending out one bottle at a time. I'm waiting for more. We are officially, these are the last 2 bottles that we have. I think we may have 1 or 2 more bottles, but I think this is it. This is the number 1 bottle. It says number 1 right on top. That stays with me. So I'll keep that forever and ever. I'll be buried with this bottle right here. It's coming with me. So I have some barbecue sauce in the afterlife. Yes, afterlife barbecue sauce. A big reunion bash would be big. That would be huge. That's a lot of people. So that's a bunch of people. I don't know if we'd be able to do it here. I'd have to rent a place out. We'd have to figure out how we need to do that. But that would be an absolutely great show. I agree 100%, Mama Floyd. That would be super, super awesome. I was just talking to Josh Bauer the other day. A lot of this artwork, Josh Bauer. Let me see if my meteorology skills, Josh Bauer. This right here, my man Nathan Druin. There we go. There's another Josh Bauer right there. Some incredible artists, some incredible people, and we do our best to honor them, and we do our best to share their artwork as well, and we do our best to just cross multiply. There's enough cake for everybody, baby. You don't have to fight for cake, and who don't love cake? Everybody loves cake. So we got some new projects. We're always working on some new stuff. This year was absolutely fantastic. This season was one of the biggest that we've ever had. We had a brand new album come out. We had a brand new cookbook come out, and we released our very first barbecue sauce. So those are like 3 really, really big things that I was really happy our team was able to achieve this year. And we're looking at some great stuff for next year as well. It's all about getting it done, getting it early, and just dreaming it up, man. Just think, what can you do? What do I want to do? Hey, man, I really like to do this. And then just ask questions. That's all you got to do, because you're never going to get a yes if you don't ask the question in the first place. Trust me, I got plenty of no's in my life, but the yeses, those are the ones that really, really, really stand out. So always ask. You never find out if you don't ask. And what can it hurt? You get a no big deal. You move on. You shake their hand, you move on. Keep the relationship, no big deal. That's absolutely fantastic. Then just keep on going, baby. Find the next person that might be interested in it. So we've been able to really create something from nothing here, and it's been so much fun. It's been such a humbling and honoring experience. So to be invited to something like we were invited to on Friday, A Taste to Remember by Chef Eric Youngs, who is one of the biggest movers and shakers you're going to find in the culinary industry, I would say, in the Southeastern United States. To be able to work hand in hand with Eric, for him to be such a good friend, to invite me to be part of this, to invite KitchenKillaz to be part of this, to give us the honor to stream on his page as well, is just absolutely huge. And it's mind-blowing, and we wouldn't be there. We wouldn't have the clout we have. We wouldn't have the honor we have. We wouldn't have the name that we have if it wasn't for everybody that's been part of the community making this happen. So thank you for letting me be your fearless leader. But if it wasn't for you guys, it would just be me by myself singing in random people's kitchens, which might give me a restraining order or something like that, especially if they don't know I'm coming. We've been asked the question a lot. Do you guys you crash kitchens? Like you just kick somebody's door open and show up? That would be interesting. That's next year. You never know who it's gonna be. It's like the Publishers Clearinghouse. You never know when we're gonna show up at the front door. But it was a lot of fun. This year was a lot of fun. The season was a lot of fun. And again, just a lot of thanks, a lot of gratitude, a lot of love to all you guys for allowing us to be a part of it, for being a part of our lives, for being part of this. And we've been in hundreds and hundreds of kitchens over the last 8 years, and we have done it for free. We will keep the Friday night shows for free. There's one thing it's always been difficult for me to put a monetary number on something that I cherish so much. So I'm so happy people even wanted to listen to my music. It's hard for me to charge people for it, because I'm just that is the cost. What I get paid is the fact that you're interested, but there is a business aspect to it. We wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for our Patreon patrons. We wouldn't be able to do it. We have incredible Patreon patrons. We have a couple ways that we're able to generate revenue for the team and for the group. It all goes right back into the group, so our Patreon patrons have lifted us up. They have supported us for such a long time. And I got to give a huge shout out to all of our Patreon patrons. A lot of you guys in here have been Patreon patrons for a very, very, very long time, and I can't thank you enough. So we're looking forward to some great stuff for season 9, some really, really cool stuff. We are hitting the ground running with a great season 9 premiere. We'll have our seasonings ready to go, our barbecue salsa ready to go. And I'm really, really excited to see how this continues to impact not only the community, but how it continues to impact our KitchenKillaz community as well, as it continues to grow and we continue to open our house and open our home and open our heart to the incredible people in the world and give them an opportunity to share things that they're passionate about also. We haven't just had chefs in the kitchen. We've had random moms and dads and aunts and uncles and friends that have come in and they've just been able to pour something beautiful from their mind and from their heart into a delicious dish that they've been able to share with everybody, which has been really, really, really cool to see that and to be able to give people that platform. To all of our performers, all the musicians that we've played with, to Joni Rodriguez and her entire flamenco team who came in and performed right here in our own house. We had an entire flamenco team in here, from Glendale, Jack Connor, Landon Nolan, just some incredible people, Zach Cabral, amazing performers and writers and creators, really, really fortunate to be able to play and stand alongside these incredible creators, and to be able to be in the same environment as them is a very humbling experience. There's still so much for me to learn, and I try to learn from everybody, the younger, the older, the wiser, the less wise, the more knowledgeable, the less knowledgeable. When do I get to be a mentor? When do I get to be a student? When do I get to be a leader? When do I need to be a supportive person? And I feel the only way to really be a great leader is to know how to be a good supportive person, know how to be part of a team. Once you're part of a team, then I feel that you have the experience to now lead a team. And once you lead a team, now you have the experience to lead several teams. And that's when you become a good commodore. You know what I mean? Lisa Daly was an absolutely beautiful part of our community too. She definitely did, 100%. I just got a memory of Lisa Daly the other day, and she was singing I See Fire. She covered I See Fire from I think it was an Ed Sheeran song that he did from the Hobbit series, which was beautiful. I mean, he just crushed it, man. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous song. And Lisa Daly covered that, which was super beautiful. I just ran into that the other day. Actually, on my TikTok feed, I got a memory and it came up and it was Lisa Daly singing that song. And of course, I had to watch it and just to honor her. Some incredible people have been with us for such a long time. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So it's been most certainly a monumentous occasion, a monumentous thing for us to be able to experience and share with you guys. And thank you very much for sharing with us, from our meatloaf challenge to our hot wing challenge to our coquito challenge to our Christmas cookie charcuterie board challenge. We've really done some great stuff, and we're looking forward next year. We have all the challenges coming back. People are already asking me, they're like, yo, are you doing the hot wing challenge again? Yes. What about the meatloaf challenge? We're on that too. What about this Christmas? You guys doing the Christmas cookie challenge? You know it, dude. We're definitely doing the Christmas cookie challenge. And we do a chili challenge, the mega chili cook-off. So we do it during MegaCon, the Friday night of MegaCon. We do a mega chili challenge. And we had our good friend Shayna. She won last year, which was really great. We've had some great coquito competitive winners. We've had awesome meatloaf winners, and Nathan makes them like little rewards and trophies every single time. One was just like cute little meatloaf, which was so funny. We do our best to give out gift cards. We give out trophies. We sing their high praise.
Absolutely.
And it's so fun to bring people together. Sometimes we'll even have a Friday night show where instead of playing 9 or 10 songs, I'm playing like 4 songs because we're so busy.
Yeah.
we did a dessert show a couple of weeks ago. I played like 4 songs. We spent an hour talking about desserts, which was awesome. It was just super, super cool, man. And that's one of the best parts about it. There's no rules. We're just here to have fun. That's it. It's just music, food, and community. And we keep it super simple, and there's something beautiful about those three things where you can leave everything else at the door. Just leave it to the side.
The Beatles had it right. Love is all you need.
That's it, man.
That's really all you need.
That's it. And it's a time that people
and barbecue sauce.
Yeah. And barbecue sauce.
We love that. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Kyle Nunez says, love y'all more than a fat kid in a candy store.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
Using the word
so
fluffy.
wait, you love us more than you love the kid in the candy store, or you love us more than if you were the kid and how much the kid loves the candy store?
Candy. That reminds me. Remember the
love
gnome?
Candy.
Oh
my God. That was a great video too.
Billy.
No, that candy disappeared. I was losing my mind. I was like, bro.
Stay
that was so
for
funny.
That flashback later.
That was so. We gotta find that, man. Those videos were hilarious. Hilarious.
That started the whole. That brought me here.
Yeah. That's. Oh,
that
it was
brought
so
me out
funny.
Of my shell.
That was
Shelly out of her shell.
Shelly out of her shell.
Shelly and
E. We just called her E.
That was before I was just.
Who's E? That's Shelly with no shell. E.
Anyway, yeah, something like that.
So before we get going, let's touch base. Where are you headed next? What's your next adventure? Because you've been doing the actressing thing for quite some time now. Yeah, right.
But also, yeah.
Yeah, you've worked. We had a cool conversation about Matthew McConaughey the other day, which was awesome. Yeah. Really, really cool. You've met some great people along your trek and your way, and you're meeting people in the industry.
I am
growing and growing and growing. You can even be seen in some episodes and some backgrounds.
You were in
nine
Walker,
episodes
of Walker. You know what's interesting is that for the longest time, as a creator, an artist, an actress, a writer, and all the things that I say, I'm going to get there one day. I've been there a lot longer than I realized.
Yeah.
So they were like, let's get your resume together. And I was like, okay, that shouldn't take very long. And I was shocked.
Yeah, you're like, wait,
it is.
next.
Like I started in 2016 on The Sun on AMC.
Do you have an IMDb page?
I do, but only shows 2 movies right now because I've got to update it.
Are you in there as Michelle or Shelley Wheeler?
Shelley.
There it is.
That is me. And in the photos, might pull up. Yeah.
All right.
I may not have them right now, but
is this Gypsy Journal's blog? Is this you?
Not active anymore, but that is me. This is all me. Yeah, I need to clean that up. I didn't know it was all public. known for match me if you can. Literally standing in front of the thing, not doing anything.
Really?
But I'm there. I'm known for it now, y'all.
We need to get that IMDb up and running, man. You need to update that bad boy.
Sure, because I can tell you that I was in 9 episodes of Walker season 2, and on the IMDb page, if you pull up the photos from that, you can actually see me in the background with Jared, which is so cool. I didn't know that picture was there, and it's funny because that photo is accurate, but that's not what they used. So I'm not there. I'm over in the corner. I was like, oh, what did I do wrong?
So close.
But
what did I do wrong? It must have been me.
And then so after that, I did Hypnotic with Robert Rodriguez. He was
cool.
Amazing. I got to watch them blow up a car.
Wow.
And that was so cool too. And then like I took the most surreal moment was probably having Ben Affleck walk up with his phone to set the scene, and I was just like,
"There's Ben Affleck.
Just act normal.
Yeah,
it's normal.
It's no big deal.
Right?
It's Batman.
Pretending, yeah, Batman. Actually, we got in a fight later. I was like, I'm Batman. How dare you? How dare you?
I'm actually Batman.
Mr. Affleck, the nerve. You're just a duck. Affleck. Anyway, match if you can. Love and Death. That was fun.
Love and Death.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
I almost hit. I shouldn't disclose this information on here. We'll just say sometimes actors and actresses don't pay attention. They're not really aware of their surroundings.
Not really paying attention to things.
Always watch where you're going with your car. Let's just say there would not have been another WandaVision.
Whoops. Sorry.
Well, but maybe she'd come back. That seems to happen a lot in those shows.
Seems to happen a lot. Marvel just brings them back.
And then, so this year in December, I decided to set some goals. And I said, I'm going to be a producer and I'm going to be an actress where I have lines. I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. I'm going to see if I can get that done sometime this year. And by February, I had been a PA, which is production assistant, just because sometimes people are like, a what? Who's assistant? Or what are you? So running around doing all the things. Yes, grabbing the coffee and setting up all the tables.
All the things.
Yeah. And it's so much fun, though.
Yeah.
Exhausting, but fun.
Yeah.
Which led to I've now been a featured extra. I've got something coming out on YouTube where I'm the
What is a
actress.
Featured extra?
It means you have lines or like this.
Okay.
If like right now I'm a featured extra.
Gotcha.
I'm a little extra.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So an extra, somebody in the background, one of the hundreds of people
Yep,
clapping,
yep,
a featured
yep.
extra,
You
somebody
see
who's
them.
featured, maybe
So,
out front, you see them, you
or
see them
like
acting, you hear them speaking.
There was the first time I ever saw myself on screen was during a chili cook-off in which I'm like, I've trained my whole life for this chili
This is what
cook-off.
we do.
Let me see if I can act. Just feed me. I'm fine.
Give me
What?
the chili.
Give it to
Give
me.
me the chili.
Yes. And I didn't even get to eat it, but it's probably sat
Rude.
there all day. They're like, don't.
Don't.
Do, but it's chilly. I mean,
So
that's
this is
your
why we have a
choice.
craft table.
Yeah.
Don't eat the chili.
Not the craft. It's craft or crap. Your choice. Crafty. Anyway, yeah, that's a whole that joke runs in the
You got to be in the industry to get that one, but you get it.
moving on moves.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was gonna say. I'm really tired.
It's
Y'all,
okay.
I've been going nonstop for like ever, so I'm gonna stop and let Billy do his thing.
So you said YouTube.
Yeah, there's gonna be a movie coming out where
Nice.
I'm actually I'm the mom, and my hubby is he's actually currently my TV hubby on Landman. And he's the
Nice.
stand-in for Billy Bob.
Oh,
So he
nice.
trained me how to. He table read with me right there and walked me through it, which is so great. Everybody's been so helpful. So I got to do that. I had lines. It's short and it's great. It's kind of like a Twilight Zone episode.
Sure.
I'm really excited to see that.
That's
and then I finally got to be a PA on a set of an independent feature film.
Okay.
And so it was 21 straight days. I got to watch everything. I was art department. I got to
Oh, wow.
create an entire like basketball situation.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's
like
so cool.
all these banners and all this stuff. Anyway, so it's been a lot of fun. But the point is that you set your dreams high and go for it, man.
Yeah.
Because I said I was going to try to do these things by the
Yeah.
end of this year. And
Dude,
by,
say the Matthew McConaughey thing.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
By March.
So good.
By March. So in 3 months, I had already been on 5 sets. And Matt McConaughey came out with, and I highly recommend reading Matt. Yes, we're on a first name basis.
Do it. Matt.
Green Light. Green Lights is very, very inspirational. And in it, he talks about his journey, and it's super helpful. And then he says, write a list of things that you think are impossible and see if you can do those impossible things. I believe you can. It's going to be all right. All right. Yeah. And I will say that the first thing I wrote in the back of that book was, okay, let's think impossible. Oh, we'll work on set with Matthew McConaughey. Because that'll never happen until it did. I am not allowed to say anything else about it, but it did.
It happened.
He's awesome. And
Man, that's so
I'm
cool.
excited and to share that with you when I'm able to.
Yeah.
NDAs are definitely a thing in my life right now. So, but it's been amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey man, NDAs are a big thing, especially in that industry.
Mm-hmm.
And it spreads like wildfire, so you got to respect it.
Mhm.
You definitely don't
So
want
you
to mess
might
that
see posts pop up every now and then. You might be like, where'd that go?
up. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You saw nothing.
But see, I will say I was in tears the other day. I saw the trailer, and at some
Yeah.
point soon I'll actually be able to share it. But
That's so cool.
The first film that I actually worked on from start to finish was all overnight shoots. I watched everything being shot. I did all the DTS, and I knew it was going to be amazing. But seeing it on screen and seeing our names, I was just like, what?
There it is. It's
You know,
real.
And I've seen my name on the screen multiple times.
Aw.
And then, ironically, again, being background, I just have always kind of felt like, you just kind of blend in, you forget about it. Like
Sure.
it is what it is. But I was in Tampa. I was sitting in the lobby, and we were watching sports, whatever, because it was on center probably. And a haircut commercial came on, sports clips came on, and I was like, wait a minute. This is my commercial, and I'm in Florida. Wait, what? And it didn't even click in my brain that just because I'm filming in Austin.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
Yeah, just because this is gray, I'm blonde underneath.
Yeah.
Like I was like, guys, I'm gonna be on TV. And I'm like, what's like, you gotta go really quick right before the. I'll show you later. I'll slow it down.
Aw.
But I'm there.
Right there. There I am.
But then sometimes it's the opposite. There's plenty where I could. Yeah, it's been amazing.
That's awesome. What a
A lot of
fun
fun.
journey. And you're coming up on 10 years.
Yep.
Holy smokes, dude.
I know.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's
And
incredible.
I am on pace to be on set of something fairly large for Apple TV that I'll be able
Nice.
to be a second AD, which just means I'm a little bit above a PA finally and kind of wrangling my folks.
So many
making sure-
people.
Yeah, so much fun.
Such
much
a
work.
huge crew
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Well, thank you for
Yeah,
sharing that with us, Shelly. That
Thank you
was
for listening. I
awesome.
feel like I haven't anyone on.
Yeah,
Are you gonna
absolutely.
sing or
No, you're you want me to play? I can play a song.
yeah,
Yeah, hey,
I-
man,
I-
let's play a
I
song.
can't
Do you want to
do
hear a
it.
cover or an original?
original.
Or is there a song you would like to hear?
Um,
Since you're here and you're Shelly Wheeler.
mm,
Of
narrow it down.
course I'll play a song.
I know.
Let's see what we got here.
Surprise me.
Surprise you. Okay.
Surprise. Pick it, Shelly. I've been really good at making my decisions, but this one's on you.
Let's see. What do we want to do? Man, that's just crazy. Let's see.
As the world.
So you want to do it as the world?
Still.
I can do it as the world
Let's do
says
that
still.
one.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's do it.
I love it.
All right. Let's do one of these. Let's do. Let's make. Yep.
Thank you, Matthew Pfeiffer.
Shelley,
Will do,
the
Kyle.
Magnificent. Thanks for asking me to play. As the world stood still, my heart stood with it. The sun stopped in the sky, and the light paused for a moment, relinquished from your eyes. My life, not important. And how could this be? How could this be such beauty before me? Yesterday, the rain stole my heart away. And today, I struggle with a similar thing. So much time invested in the love you share, afraid to start again, risk it all again. So be afraid with me. Be afraid with me. As time stood still, no hands were moving. My heart skipped a beat. I was stuck in this moment. Yesterday, the rain stole my heart away. And today, I struggle with a similar thing. So much time invested in the love you share, afraid to start again, risk it all again. So start it all with afraid to start again, risk it all again. So risk it all with afraid to start again, risk it all again. So be afraid with me. Yesterday, the rain stole my heart away, and today I watch you struggle with a similar thing. So much time invested in the love you share, afraid to start again, risk it all again. So start it all with afraid to start again, risk it all again. So risk it all with afraid to start again, risk it all again. So be afraid with me. Be afraid with me. So be afraid with me.
Yes.
High five.
I will say that now I'm going to make sure to miss every flight moving forward. I'm here because I slept through my alarm. And also because I went to see everybody.
So
but
funny.
Also because I slept through my alarm.
It was an early start, though.
I mean, yeah, they're like,
And-
you get ready at 4 a.m. I was like,
Yeah, and after Tampa Bay Comic-Con, get out, bro. That was crazy. But I'm glad you accidentally missed your flight. Thank you for being here. The house feels a little bit different when Shelley Wheeler's in it, you know. So, and it's been a lot of fun, you know. Like it's been a wonderful journey, and it was great meeting you when you came to MegaCon in 2018, yep. And you were like, "Yo, this is awesome." I was like, "Yeah, we had a great time. We got extra rooms."
And I was like,
"You're like, really?
Because
let's do it."
That
was it. Yep. So a huge start. To get us moving forward in regards to all of our content creation was the lovely Shelley Wheeler. I mean, she did a video after every Friday show. She did awesome photos. She did really cool stuff. We even had, what was the candy gnome? We had the video. We have to find that one. We had the video of the candy gnome. That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. Ah, where is it? What the fuck is going on? Oh, good times, yes. Man. Good times. Any final words for him, Shelley Wheeler?
Final words.
Final words. That is true. That is true. We love you. We got some barbecue sauce. We got some seasoning coming out. Greg, I'll get in touch with you. We'll get this squared away. And don't forget, by the way, to go ahead and check this out. Check out Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. Yes, that's right, Con Nunez. All the backward signs. That's true.
Yes.
That's true. Be inspired. Matthew McConaughey, Green Lights right there. Look at that guy. What a good looking guy. He's got great hair too. Great
super
hair.
Down to earth.
Yeah, he seems like just a super chill dude.
So cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And great stories. You guys have a good night. Thank you very much for spending some time with us tonight. We hope you guys have a wonderful evening. This Wednesday, we're going to have a replay for our Patreon show. I have a late meeting, which I'm not going to be able to be live on Patreon, but we're going to replay last week's. Thank you guys very much. Thursday, we'll be live on TikTok. Friday is going to be a replay of our last Friday show with the Voodoo Chef out at A Taste to Remember, so you can check that out, which we're really looking forward to. And then next Friday, the 15th, is our season 8 finale. So we're still working on that. Some incredible stuff coming through. I'm really excited about the musicians that are going to be taking part. Glendale is going to be right in the kitchen, creating an absolutely incredible menu. And it is a wonderful, wonderful way to wrap up a wonderful, wonderful season.
So how many flights do I have to miss to be here for that? Nah.
She's like, 0. You could just stay here. It's fine. It's only 2 weeks away. Less than 2 weeks. You guys have a good time. Stay out of trouble. I'm going to play you a barbecue sauce commercial because that's what we do here at KitchenKillaz. It's all about the barbecue sauce. There it is right there. There it is right there. You can buy some. Yeah, there it is. KitchenKillaz barbecue sauce. We'll talk to you guys soon. Stay out of trouble. Peace.
I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now and unread, because you've already said those words that switch my heart to dead from loving you. So you